I grew up walking distance from a highway. Storms traveled Old 37 like hitchhikers four-fingering ugly stories, and someone had to listen to the blasted hills. Rock walls lining the stiff shriek of cars, massaging the steaming cracks of dutiful pavement. I hated bedtime. The liquid earth pooling in my eyes, the afterthought taste of sleep. I would kick midnight, push my ear to shiny sounds, the elsewhere of a life. Snow globes so big I had to use both hands to shake them. When I called home to say I was moving to a bridge between two worlds, that I would carry mess through blue fist waves, that I'd sleep on beaches, toss it to stray dogs in bombed out ruins, that I would throw these bones into dirt so old you gotta lean in to hear its stories. You said you're always leaving. Mom, you never asked how I never learned to be afraid. If you turn left out my parents' door, follow forest to deep ravine, past limestone pyramids, you'll find train tracks for flattening pennies, stone quarries that made summers bearable. By 10, I'd broken my first horse, could hit a moving target with any gun I could shoulder, but would not, nor would I allow my proud and laughing father to kill. Can't we just watch them, Daddy? Can't we? At 5, I was singing on tables for quarters. Well-trained dance partner for my sisters. Windows rattle as I learned to root myself in the white polyester of a bass player's cocked hips, and big voices from tiny mouths gnawing on fresh-killed pain. Mother, in my last dream of you, I was running through an airport in a country that sings to call people to prayer. I could not remember how to say, I have to go home. I found a room with clear tubes, white crumpled gauze, a breathing machine, and 3 vertebrae. The first time you died was impact. You were driving home from your sister's house. I was learning 3 breezes and that a kiss in Turkish means I will not hurt you. You were car gone avalanche, pelvis gone, spine shattered, lung and spleen flayed, insides pummeled by the rolling. Then it was 60 days of shockwaves, email and phone calls while surgeons tried to make a miracle of you. A month later, still in the ICU, a virus declared war on your heart, and I was climbing a mountain, rolling dough for sweets with old women who cooked in a fireplace, who colored their hair red, then wrapped it in indigo cotton, and more drugs. And maybe you might walk again if you lived, and your kidneys stuttered under medicine, and your bones were steel-bolted, joint and healing. You'd been laughing and smiling 2 days before. In a few years, curfews were lassos I jumped through. Stole a car so I could get to someone that needed to know that I loved them. Broke into an animal testing lab and tried to burn down a church with its priests and its fingerprints and my brother. I was a rocket fired from Daddy's crowd logic. I was 3 a.m. kicked the candidate 7, carrying a baseball bat against the cops, come to take my brother when I was 10. I come from a place where things move and creep down belly low and love hard as their skin has had to become thick. The morning of the last time you died, you opened your blue eyes one last wave from my dimming chest, took my hand while I sang the Carter Family, and you said, love songs. From a place deep down, like you'd wedged something loose and gave it to fire, like we'd done with your son's body. Before I boarded a plane to you, I said a tiny prayer, and I meant it. Mom, I'm scared. There's a train coming, but you're gonna sleep soon. Resting in the slow rhythm, the rock cradle of leaving. You need to pack a t-shirt, an apple. Leave the bills where they lay. Offer no one an explanation. Seek no God's permission. Sing a really great song to yourself and go.